Hey everyone, welcome back to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris. Chance has the weekend off. Today, we're getting under the back of Edna to do a little work back there. We have some of the rubber pads for the between the bed and the frame. We noticed in a previous video that these are pretty much non-existent these days and everything's loose, so the bed's actually not tight to the frame. So we're going to put in some of these. And we also got some new shocks. I got these Monroes from Dennis Carpenter. Edna has basically had no shocks for however long, because I had these off back when I lowered her about 4 years ago, and there's no tension on the other ones at all. These have maximum tension. So that should be a big improvement there. Now, before we get started, we're going to turn Edna around, because it would just make too much sense to move the metal plate to the back of the truck versus just turning the whole truck around. I feel like I could come back at least another foot. Now, we got our trusty little wheel chock here. All right, so we got some Dawn Power Wash out here, lemon scent, because we've got ants, because we live on a giant anthill. And this is right where we're working. So just in case you guys are wondering, Dawn Power Wash, good for washing ducks, deadly to ants. And you can lay in it safely, apparently, because I'm assuming it's not deadly to humans, just deadly to ants. Safe for watching ducks. Gotta get the rear end high enough so we can get past it. We gotta get under here with our... Jesus, there's nothing but ants right there. We got eaten up on this project. All right, let's go get our jack stands. Because I'm pretty sure if the truck falls, it will kill me and very few ants. All right, we're gonna roll out from under here for a minute while we get the jack out of the way. All right, first let's see what we can do with some of these pads. There should be one that goes between here and here, but you can see that's not, it's not doing pad things anymore. And that one has the pad, but it ain't doing pad things either. All right, let's see if these wrenches are the same size as all the new nuts and bolts we bought. That one is 5/8, and on the top is 5/8. also 5/8. So we're short 1 5/8. Great. Alright, the microphones have shut off right here, and I don't know about it yet. We were having a bit of a trouble for it through the whole thing, but we've sprayed the nuts with some WD-40, and they still won't come loose. So we basically just had to get a bigger wrench, and that is right here. So we're gonna zip these right out. Plenty of flexibility now. Basically going to be easier to line up the ones that are a little bit further back first and get those started before moving to the ones all the way back closer to the bumper. We've got our new pad, a nut, a bolt, and a washer, a lock washer to put in here. So we just got to slide our pad in and get it lined up. Basically just pry down a little bit to lift the bed up enough to slide that in there, try to get the hole lined up, and then I'm going to need to take the actual bolt and try to line the hole up, which is a little bit difficult because it kind of sits like in this funny little hole, so I got to kind of mess with that a little bit to get it lined up just right. As you can imagine, I said a whole bunch of really funny, sarcastic stuff to try to get this bolt through, just to be more entertaining, but since the microphone's not working, all of that was missed, and I don't remember where I actually realized that the microphone wasn't working, so hopefully we'll figure that out at some point. At the moment, we got our bolt all the way through the hole, we're putting our lock washer and our nut on there, but we're just going to tighten it just enough so that we can still get the leverage we need to lift up and slide the other pads in before we get too far ahead of ourselves, and then we'll tighten everything up once they're all in. On this side, I had a few more issues. We got the pad to go right in, but the bolt hole wouldn't line up with the frame, and it was far enough off that we couldn't get the bolt in at all. So I kind of had to screw with this for a little while before finally giving up on it for the time being, because you can't get a straight shot in there to try to drill the hole out a little bit. And even if you loosen all of the all the little stainless steel bolts that hold the bedwood and the strips in place, I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to think on this one a little bit while longer. So we're just going to cut from here and move on to the next bolt. Surprisingly, the one original pad that was still in there actually still has a little bit of flexibility to it, even though it's flat as a pancake and dry rotted. But we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to continue on. Things start moving a little more smoothly here because we don't have to actually put the pry bar in there to lift up. These pads actually slid right in here with no issues, and then we were able to drop the nut right down and through, and then get the washer and the nut on. And then all I gotta do is flip the other side on. Then, of course, you got to drop those on the ground and then spend forever struggling trying to figure out where they went before you can actually put them on. Supposedly we have sound again. So where are we at with... Alright, we're going to do shock stuff now. Alright, so the bed is nice and solid now. We ain't moving at all. I'm pretty happy about that. I guess it's a good thing we got those pads in there. Apparently the frame rail has been rubbing on the wood here, but now there's an actual gap in there, so that's good. Alright, let's figure out what we need to change these shocks. We're going to impact this thing. Be right back. Alright, let's see if we can get a shock loose. This one. With our impact gun. It already dropped the socket. I can't. Come on. What about the other side? Man, I wanted this to be easy. The pack's too big. Now, this one's been off before. I took this one off years ago. And this is the one that has no resistance whatsoever. So it's not doing anything. I'm kind of surprised these shocks didn't come with any hardware. Like it doesn't have any, like these little washers right here. It didn't come with those. So we're going to reuse those. Not because we want to, but because we have to. A screwdriver would be nice about now. But we didn't bring one under here to use. Maybe this will work. It's a little smaller. Here we go. Look at that. That rubber's almost gone. Alright, we put ourselves a little towel under here so we don't have to lay an ant carcass. But, that one doesn't want to come loose. That one's been off before. Well, I don't have a good feeling about that. Can we get in there with our impact gun? Please. Where did the socket go? We're over there. Oh yeah. That over here somewhere so it could fall out and drop on our heads like that. All right. So we got that one off. Get in here with our little pry bar. Oh, that big it is. Get off of there. The bottom one. Look out. This one still has its washer up here, so we need that. Give it to me. Wait a minute, is that a washer? Oh my god. Nice new Monroe. If you've never installed shocks before, you want the bigger end to go up top, because it basically works like a little umbrella. Would you rather shock? Compress. Compress, baby. Look at that pretty little shock. Let's get it all the rest of the way. Gotta get the top on. It looks so pretty. Where's our... What do we do with our nuts? We lost our nuts. For the top. This is like an old school washer, or lock washer, lock nut. It's an old school lock nut. All right, let's see. What do we got to do to get back in here? All right, we got our gun. Got to get our socket. Put that up there. Let's put this on here. Reverse directions to forward, which makes total sense. Oh yeah. We got to use the wrench for the lower one, which is awesome. Sorry, somebody, why don't you guys help me? I gotta find the wrench. I don't know where it is. All right, good and tight. We gotta do the same thing over here. This one kind of weirdly has a reversed washer on it. Now this one I've never had off. But it's moving, so we're happy about that. Drop our socket on the ground. Again. Switch this thing back towards reverse. There's more room on the other side. Whatever. Drop our socket again. We gotta get this thing in here. So way. Some way. Grab our Come on. Got our new shock. Compress. Oh yeah. All right, let's put our stuff back on. I think it dropped into the dirt because I don't see it. There's that. That. Where's the other nut? I don't know what happened to stop recording, so you guys might have missed that epic takedown. So now we just got to get this bottom one tightened up with the. Let go! For whatever reason, I didn't bring a ratchet down here. Don't always like, jumping out and under the vehicle as many times as you can in one project. Getting into our threads there. Lock it on. Lock it on, lock it on. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, just to recap, we got 2 new shocks in here. Where's our other shock? We got a nice new bolt there and pad. We got a nice new one right there. Nice new one right there. And we can't get our bolt in there. So what? That's going to be a problem for another day. We got stuff to do. Get this video edited and get it out to you guys on time for Monday. All right. Here's our original Columbus road controller shock. Yeah, this one's got a little resistance to it. You can hear it making liquid sounds. A little less tension than the ones we put on. There's the other one. This one doesn't make any noise. Yeah, it does. It's got hardly any tension compared to the others. So, all done with these. Columbus road controller. Never heard of it. All right. See if Edna's got a little more control than she used to. Definitely seems a little less bouncy, which is what we were going for. All right, so other than putting away my tools and getting a shower, we're going to call this a win. We've got our bed much more secure than it's been in the last few years. And we got some dampening in our ride. Anywho, yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It really helps out the channel a lot. We're on the road to 1,500 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. Chance is really excited. I think it took us almost a year to get that at 500 mark. And this would be, if we can do it, 1,500 subscribers before October, then we will have Done 500 in less than 6 months, which is pretty awesome. That's a huge gain for us. We really, really appreciate it, you guys. Do not forget, adventures are everywhere. You just got to look for them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.